Hey everybody, I forgot to shoot an intro video to the answers for DD 254, Daily Dictation 254. It was from a situation comedy called Seinfeld, and it was a dialogue between Elaine and Greg. And it's a simple dialogue, but lots of people had some problems. So let's listen again, and then I'll give you the answers. Sorry, my head is so big in this video.
Oh, hi, Greg.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah. Well, actually, today was the first day I worked out since the Central Park mini marathon.
You ran the mini marathon?
No, but I exercised that day.
Oh, hi, Greg. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, well, actually, today was the first day I worked out since the Central Park mini marathon. You ran the mini marathon? No, but I exercised that day. Okay, so this was a long one, but some problems here. Very similar to other students. Everybody's problems were similar. Oh, hi, Greg. Hi, Greg, no problem. Oh, hi, Greg. And when she's saying this, Greg actually says, hey. So in America, hi, hey, same thing. I haven't seen you in a while. So here we have some pronunciation points. Now, first of all, we have the cancellation of H, and I call it the 7 H's. Many times when native English speakers speak, they cancel the H sound, especially in these 7 words. He, her, him, his, had, has, have. Other words also, but especially those 7. When those 7 words show up in the middle of a sentence, chances are the H sound will be canceled. So if we say this fast, here we have the word have. Have is one of the 7 H's. And if we say it fast, properly, I haven't. But quickly, I haven't. I haven't. I haven't. So there is no H. Should you speak like that? No. I recommend keeping the H sound. But as you speak more and more, as it becomes natural, naturally, that H sound is canceled. It's kind of a lazy pronunciation or a comfortable pronunciation. And the same thing with the T. Now, you've heard me discuss the weak sounds. There are 3 weak sounds in American English, the D, T, and the TH. And there are 3 strong sounds in American English, the S, N, and the L. Okay? So the S and L are strong. The D, T, TH are weak. What that means is many times if there's an N or an S next to a T, we can cancel the T. Now this happens in helping words, non-context words, typical words, very common words, words that you say often. Okay? Not in context words, not in rare words, words that are hardly ever used, not when you're angry. There are many exceptions. But typically, for a simple word, for a common word like haven't seen, almost always the H and the T will be canceled, 50% at least. So, I haven't seen sounds like I haven't seen, I haven't seen, I haven't seen, I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen you in a while. You and a. So here we got the oo and the I. When we connect the oo sound to another vowel, we get a W. You and the. I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen you in a while. Here's another connection. While. Now, while, perfect pronunciation, while, but many times it's pronounced while. While. In this case, while. Perfect pronunciation. Oh, hi, Greg. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen you in a while. Elaine says, yeah, well, actually, so this word, perfect pronunciation, actually. Actually. But many Americans just say actually. 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 Both are fine. I recommend you say actually, 4 syllables, very quick, but 4 syllables. But many Americans will say actually. Well, actually, today. So she doesn't say today, she says today. It's a t sound, okay? And I also teach, especially in DDM, that the word to has 7 different sounds. Ta, da, ta, da, t, d, and to. All right? And the most common pronunciations for to are d and t. And that's the case here. Today, today, today. Well, actually, today was the. Okay, so here we have, once again, the S. Actually, it's a Z sound. And the TH. Now remember, the TH is a weak sound. D-T-T-H. The S is a strong sound. But not just the S. Sounds that are similar to S. So S, Z, CH, SH, ZH. Even the F sound is in that family. So that's the S family. So was the, if we say it quickly, was the, faster we say it, the TH disappears. Well, actually, today was the. Yeah, there's something there, but it's not a clear TH. Was the first day. So in this case, we have an STD. So what happens here? Well, day is an important word. It's a context word. So we're going to keep the day. And this similar sound, the T and the D are similar. T and D. So when we have similar sounds, we connect and keep the second sound. So perfect pronunciation, first day. But typical pronunciation, first day, first day. So you don't hear the T. And I don't like to say the S cancels the T. What I like to say is the T connects to the D and we keep the D. First day. Well, actually today was the first day I worked out. Lots of people miss this. Worked out, and it's a stop K sound. Work, go to the K, worked out, and this D connects. Worked out, it's a stop sound. Worked out since the. So once again here, we have the S sound and the TH. So we can cancel this. Since the Central Park Mini Marathon. Okay? The mini marathon is actually 2 different words. They're both capitalized. Most of the time in America when we say mini marathon, it's hyphenated, but not actually in this case. It is a proper noun with 2 words, 2 separate words. Okay? So, actually today was the first day I worked out since the Central Park Mini Marathon. Central Park. So here again, we have an NT, but we keep the T. This is a context word. It's a proper noun. Central Park. Central Park. Next question. You ran the. Now actually, if we say this really quickly, the N can cancel the TH. And if that happens, what we have is a ran na. This is kind of the sound that you hear. You ran the. We don't hear a clear TH. Perfect pronunciation. You ran the. You can hear it. You ran the. But typically, you ran the. It sounds like you ran the. You ran the mini marathon? You ran the mini marathon? And Elaine says, no, but I. Now this is called a flat T. And the T connects into the I. The flat T is almost the same. It's the same as a D. You can just think of a D sound. Not an R. I hate when teachers say it sounds like an R. No, it doesn't. Maybe for Spanish speakers, it sounds like an R, but not for other countries. So I want you to think of it as a D. If it were an R, this is the sound. Barai, barai, barai. It's not barai, it's budai, budai, die, die, die. It sounds like die, D-I-E, okay? So remember, the flap T, many teachers will say it sounds like an R, but what they mean is it sounds like the Spanish R, arriba, 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 or something like that. I can't speak Spanish, but that's my understanding. So I want you guys to think of it as a D, but I exercised that day. And of course, once again, lots of people miss this, and there's a reason. The Z sound cancels the D. Well, wait. The D and the V are similar sounds, just like up here, first day. So we connect and we keep the second sound. Now that is usually, not always, but usually an important word, and it is a context word in this case. So she says, exercise that day, exercise that day, exercise that day. Now the TH is a little bit weak, but you can hear it. The reason it's a little bit weak is because this Z sound is very strong. Exercised that day. Perfect pronunciation, exercised that day. A little bit faster. Exercised that day. Exercised that day. And normal speed, exercise that day. Exercise that day. Exercise that day. And the same thing here, similar sounds. We don't say that today, we say that day. That day. Perfect connection, perfect connection. Okay? Alright, so we can see lots of simple words, but with lots of cancellation, connections, and a little bit of blending there. So you need to practice. This is real basic English. Now this is just a couple of lines. But in DDM, we study a big section, so there's lots of practice. So I know most DD, daily dictation, students are busy. But if you really want to master English, spend more time on the English. And I guarantee you a DDM lesson will take you at least, well, for most students, at least 30 minutes. And for many students, it takes about an hour. And still, rarely is anyone perfect. Sometimes. Some students are really good. They take DDM for culture, for working on their pronunciation. But for most students, even the dictation is difficult, okay? But the words, look at the words. The words are simple, right? So it's just practice. And believe me, to improve your listening skills, you have to speak. And while you're speaking, you need to perfect your pronunciation. So listening, speaking, pronunciation, they're all tied together. You cannot avoid one of them, okay? You have to tie them together. And that's what daily dictation, and that's what DDM is all about, okay? So let's say this together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, hi, Greg. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, well, actually today was the first day I worked out since the Central Park Mini Marathon. You ran the mini marathon? No, but I exercised that day.
Oh,
Hey.
hi, Greg.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, well, actually, today was the first day I worked out since the Central Park Mini Marathon.
You ran the mini marathon?
No, but I exercised that day. Oh,
Hey.
hi, Greg.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, well, actually, today was the first day I worked out since the Central Park Mini Marathon.
You ran the mini marathon?
No, but I exercised that day.
Okay, so Elaine, the woman, and Greg, the man, they haven't seen each other in several weeks. And they meet outside of a health club. And a health club is a place where you exercise. Health clubs are usually a little bit expensive, not necessarily, but that's the idea. They're smaller, but a little bit more expensive. So anyway, Elaine and Greg are standing outside the health club. Oh, hi, Greg. Hey! So in America, hi, hey, same thing. Don't say, hey! No, that's not right. Hey, hey. I haven't seen you in a while. It's been a long time since I've seen you. It's been a long time. A week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. Yeah, well, actually, the truth is, today was, or we can actually say is too, but it's finished. Today, exercise is finished, so she says was. Today was the first day that I worked out, that I exercised. So to work out means to exercise at the gym, to run, to lift weights. Since, oh, so it's the first day since. Since when? Since my birthday? No. Since the Central Park Mini Marathon. So this takes place in New York City. New York City is famous for Central Park. And they used to have a race called the Central Park Mini Marathon. Now the race name has changed to the, I think it's the Legs Mini Marathon or something like that. Legs as in, it's a company name, Leggs. But the Central Park Mini Marathon, now in America when we say marathon, we actually think 26.2 miles, 26.2 miles, which is what, 42 something? 42 plus kilometers, okay? So it's a long race, okay? A long race, that's a long, my sister runs marathons in less than 3 hours. She's amazing. Me? No way. The mini marathon, many Americans would think of a half marathon. So a half marathon is exactly half, 21 kilometers, 13.1 miles. But the mini marathon, in this case, is actually a 10K race. 10K, 10 kilometers, or in miles, 6.2 miles. Okay? So the mini marathon, in this situation, actually refers to a 6.2 mile race or a 10 kilometer race. So these are called races or fun runs, and actually I do like them. I haven't run in a fun run in a long time, but I do like them. And the 10K is one of my favorites. My favorite is the 5K. The 10K is okay. This is crazy. What about you? Do you like these fun runs? Do you run in 10Ks or 5Ks? Tell me. Leave a message. So, now, what's funny is Elaine. If you know Elaine from Seinfeld, does she seem like a person who runs or exercises? No, not really. She seems like a person who likes coffee and cake and shopping. Yeah, she seems like that. Not an athlete, okay? So Greg is surprised. Greg says, oh, you ran the mini marathon? Wow. You competed in the mini marathon? You participated in the mini marathon? That's great. That's amazing. But then Elaine says, no. But I exercised. I worked out that day. The same day as the Central Park Mini Marathon, I worked out. So she remembers working out on the same day there was the Central Park Mini Marathon. Yeah, it's kind of funny, actually. It's actually pretty funny. So this is a very short scene from Seinfeld. And in Seinfeld we learned so much. We learned daily English, typical American pronunciation, culture, typical situations, and it's a lot of fun. So that's today's exercise, and of course I'll have more in the future, DD lessons. The next DD lesson is not from Seinfeld, it's from the news. It's actually a pretty interesting story, so good luck on the next challenge. And if you're interested in joining DDM, Daily Dictation Members, which is a lot of dictation and a lot of practice, it's a lot of fun is what it is. You can get 8 free DDM lessons if you sign up at www.letsmasterenglish.com/tryddm. And if you want to join, send me an email. And I'll give you the cost, I'll tell you when the live classes are, and if you're busy and you don't want the live classes, that's fine. We have a reduced rate for students like that. and you're more than welcome to join. I want you to join. It helps me. It's my job, so I need your support. My email address, dailydictationmembers@gmail.com. Thanks a lot for watching the lesson. I hope you learned something. Practice with a friend. Remember, if you can say it like a native speaker, you can hear it. If you can say it, you can hear it. You guys have a great day. Good luck on the next challenge. Bye-bye.